Hello Airsofters, welcome to the Jesse's Airsoft Corner. I'm Jesse, of course. Welcome to my new domain. This is the first video I've had in this house, so why not kick it off with a special edition Gas Blowback 1911 by WeTech. I recently got this from evic.com. I'll leave the description down and link below. This is a Taiwan special. I noticed this about 6 months ago in a Taiwan Airsoft newsletter that I had just happened across, just by sheer chance. I was looking up, cosplays and stuff, and I saw this. It's got a nice Aztec Indian on it with all kinds of cool stuff, and since I'm of Aztec descent, I thought this would be a really sweet gun to look at and check out for you guys. But it wasn't easy to get. It was on back order, but I finally got it. Fantastic handgun. I did some testing on it earlier, extensive, ran it through the paces. I can say I ran into no issue other than the gas issue in cold weather. Everybody knows, if you're a seasoned, of course, that this kind of gas often suffers in cold weather. It's about 43 degrees outside, and it's sunny. The problem is the gas doesn't know that, so when it expands, it tries to expand and compensate to the cold air, and so you don't get the longevity as much as you do if it's just warm. But again, it takes a standard 1911 WeTech mag. I have run into no issues with this magazine. As a matter of fact, a neato little thing about this that I'll get into later really surprised me. I was just straight surprised by these, but I bought several, as you can tell. I bought about, 5 of these. They're only about 10 bucks a piece, which is pretty stinking cheap, after a coupon code. For handgun magazines, that's pretty cheap. So let's just get right into the gun. Now, of course, you're going to come with this little thing, the instructions. It's going to tell you about all about the gun and how it works and how it breaks down. Of course, it's going to show you their standard 1911. The thing I need to tell you about WeTech is they make really good handguns. As far as 1911s go, I've shown you my Browning high power and how durable, and I've literally put that thing through hell and back, and it is still standing. The magazines, again, are cheap for WeTechs. That I know of, the models that I have used, so I might be a little biased. But a little caution, a little warning. WeTech Glocks, of course, are infamous for being crappy, and so that gives WeTech a bad name when it comes to pistols. However, I've never encountered an issue outside of the Glock issue, again, and I'm not saying that all of their Glocks suck, but a lot of their Glocks do have a lot of physical deformations inside, which would cause it to malfunction, crack, break, or the nozzles to chip, or something of that matter. But I have not received any issue from any of the 1911 platforms that I've handled and friends have shown me, or my Browning high power, which I would again recommend to anybody. It's very practical, very accurate out of the box. Now let's just get into the gun itself. Of course, this is the 45. It's got that 45 ACP slide in there. Let's push that back really quick. Take off the safety. Lock the hammer back. As you can tell, the internals or system on the Glock, that tip right there, the nozzle, where the gas and it plunges in, the pusher, as I like to call it, stupidly. Of course, I got names for it. I've been playing so long that I have little euphemisms for everything. But anyways, that piece will tend to break off. But on the 1911s, and it's the same exact function. It's very familiar. Same exact function on the Browning high power. It works. It's fine. It's sturdy. It'll work. God forbid it breaks. It doesn't cost you that money to fix. But everybody's going to get a deformed gun. Somebody along the line is going to have a gun that isn't going to work right. But this one functions really well. I really enjoy the trigger. It's textured for gripping. Really nice, since I've torn most of them off these old gloves I have. Really nice. Remember to keep trigger control. As you can tell, the hand grip has the Mexican flag's animal. It is a eagle, a desert eagle, holding a snake of some sort on a cactus. And that was the Aztec below it. The story behind that is that when the Aztecs were migrating, finding a new place, they found their new home of Tenochtitlan on Lake Texaco in Mexico, and the vision was that they would see an eagle clutching a snake on top of a cactus, and that's where the lore comes from. But it's got several different renditions of the same eagle on the top of the slide, which I thought was really cool, and these absolutely gorgeous floral patterns and leaf patterns and vine patterns on the gun itself, and it's very extensive. It even goes deep into the trigger guard and everything like that and around it. Um, just an incredible pistol. It comes pretty well lubricated for the weather. I know it's made of a coated aluminum, but it's really good quality. It runs great. Again, not too bad. I'm pretty impressed, actually. Again, all 1911s for the most part will have that safety pressure switch, much like on my Uzi. You have to compress that. Of course, I'm going to release it just to show you. There's no one over here. Pull that, but this has to be compressed. You can't do it otherwise. It's kind of like a secondary safety, just for added measure. Then you have your actual safety back here. You just press that upward, and now you can't pull it at all. So, yeah, really nice safety, good setup. I am very impressed. The cocking hammer's a little different than what I know. Some of them are a lot more thinner, but it has a nice texture. But again, this is a special edition. Comes with a nice... if you're going to buy magazines for this, I just recommend you buy the black ones. They're a lot cheaper. The nickel-plated ones are about a couple bucks more. And it's really not worth your money just to buy those. But I've had no issues with these functioning. This is, of course, plastic tip, so make sure you don't slam these into your gun really hard, because you never know what will happen. But the magazines run really well. They charge up quickly. In cold, I noticed anywhere ranging from 8 shots, bare minimum. You will get 8 shots out of this, like a standard 1911. So for all you mid-cap players, you're like, oh, sweet, and you want to play wintertime, like realism, you can bet on 8 shots at least, with some still left, but not enough to kick the slide back. So it does consume gas a little quickly, so there's not much containment in here. But I believe that if it were warmer, it'd function a lot better. I tested it in my basement, just the gas consumption, and it seemed to function quite well in my home. Again, that's for CQB. So the issue might be just the cold weather right now. It is winter, so you can't be too surprised. But it functions really well, and the cool, neat little thing about this is this little thing. You pull that little spring back. Let me take my glove off. Again, I do extensive stuff on these, my sit-downs. You pull that all the way back, and you lock it back, and the spring is compressed. You can place pellets inside that hole, and you want to hold it tilted, of course, and the pellets will climb all the way to the top instead of having to load one in at a time, which is a really big pain in the butt. And then when you're done, you release that little latch that's right just barely in there, and it will lock it, and you will get pressure pushing the pellets up, and you're ready to rock and roll. When you are, of course, gassing this, you want to hold it straight up and down. You want to place the metal rod facing straight down. You don't want to angle it or anything, or else you could bust the tip or something like that. And because it's deep inside there, you don't want to run the risk of damaging it. So just place it straight up and down, and you're good to go. And it charges really quickly. So, yeah. And I have I've heard some things about the O-rings. I tested this pretty extensively, fired it very quickly, fired it slowly. I got even feeding, despite the cold weather, of course. But I can't complain about it. They're a lot lighter than my let's see, my Browning. They're a lot lighter than my Browning mags. Sorry, I've long day at work. But they're a lot lighter than the Browning because my Browning mags are so fat. These are thinner and they're a lot more profiled. They fit in my mag pouch a lot easier. But they're very easy to carry. They're a whole heck of a lot more cost-effective wise. Than most Glock magazines and stuff, so this is definitely a cool one to have. And for all you airsofters that are asking, is it a good, tangible airsoft pistol that you can actually use practically on the field? Like I said, I pick guns that I want to review and that I would want, and I'd have to say that E-Bike made a good buy on this one. This is definitely a practical handgun. It has a hop-up just inside the receiver over here. Just beyond here, there's a hop-up deep in there. You can take the slide off, adjust it, slide it back on, no problem. Or you could possibly use this little tool inside there to close it up and stuff like that. But it's very accurate to the thing. So I would recommend this. 10 stars. I really enjoy it. It works really well. Functions great. Again, guys, when you're playing airsoft, make sure to wear eye protection. Be sure to play in a sanctioned area. When you're not playing, keep this unloaded. Keep the gas out of it. Keep the pellets away. Keep them separated in a gun bag to where people can't try and screw you over or arrest you. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by.